Well, you see where like Hawaii had snow?
Interesting.
Yeah. They put that on there the other day. Dude. Oh my god.
That's one. All right, I think we're
Hopefully we can make it through without poo in my panties. Ugh.
You know that's getting left.
Oh yeah, it's just getting left. It's only right to leave it
Dude,
in.
I didn't know Yinglings had twist offs until last night. Literally last night I got home, I got all my makeup off, which is such a Joe Biden thing to say. At least my hair's not purple. Anyway.
It was green.
Yeah. Last night was Halloween because today's November 1st, but you guys aren't going to see this until November 8th or whatever next Friday's date is. But anyways, I was Beetlejuice, and Odd was Lydia, and Matthew didn't dress up.
No.
But
Yeah, I went as a worker.
yeah.
That's all.
But anyway, so we came back. I took a shower, got my makeup off, which was a pain in my asshole because that makeup was oil based and it got in my eye and it dried my.
That's almost
eyes
like
out.
paint.
Yeah, it's awful. It says avoid eye contact, and I couldn't because Beetlejuice has shit all over his eyes. Anyway. Yeah, I came home. I took a bottle opener. I was like, "This is a pain in the ass to get off."
Yeah, no.
And then Will's friend was like, "You know, it's a twist off, right?" And I said, "Oh, okay." I didn't look at it. I assumed that Yingling was
with the arrows.
yeah. I don't read the top of it.
Yeah.
But it also says 21 to enjoy, and that's probably the only beer brand that says that. Call me Anakin the way I'm slaying these Yinglings. Holy shit.
It's a good beer.
I can't believe I missed that. That's awful.
See if I can get a little shot over here.
There you go.
Go. Get the gun out. Here we go. And trump your... Oh, no.
Damn. The ricochet.
Yeah, I'm about to trump your ass and thunk.
Yeah. But anyway, guys, welcome back to the podcast. Hope you guys are having a safe, fantastic day. We are going to Pearl and Horn for dinner, and I have a perfect transition with that. Hold on. So the other day, or last Sunday, is Audrey and I went to Pearl and Horn, and I ordered oysters for myself. I was like, all right, yummy thumb. And I scooped them up, eating. Everything's going well. I get to oyster about 7 or 8, and I bite down on something like awfully hard. And I said, what the f*** is that? I thought it was shell, but
Oh, is it a tooth?
it was a pearl.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah. And it's the whitest pearl ever. I also have another one in my safe from Iron, because Iron had fried oysters with the buffalo sauce. And so I don't know if I took you to have those or not. But anyway, I was eating one of those and I felt something hard and it was a pearl. I said, no shit, that's wild. And that one's gray. But this one is, that's freaking pearl.
I've only seen a pearl one time. It was at my dad's house, and how we like buy them, fresh and everything like that, and we feed them for a week, the cornmeal and everything. I'm sitting there shucking away, and the first oyster that his friend Paul picks up, he's like, "Oh, I'll help you out." Thunk, dude, he nails one, and it's like a good size one, and I'm like,
pearl?
"Are you?" No. Yeah, I was like, "Really?" Dude, it was like super white. I'm like, "Bitch,
that's sick."
Yeah, and he kept it. I'm like, "Dude, I'm over here slaving away," and that was the only. He's like, "Oh, there it is. That's my oyster, and I'm done." And I'm like, "Really?" I'm sitting there slaving away, and you just get a pearl, and so I'm sitting there the whole time like, maybe there's another one. There's a whole sack full, and nothing. So,
and what's crazy is there was actually 2 pearls. I just didn't put the other one in the bag.
Really?
Yeah, there was another pearl and another oyster. So the batch of those oysters that I got on Sunday had 2 pearls in it. And odds,
Which ones were they though?
they were the
Because they got like 3 different ones.
yeah, it was the Pearl and Horn ones, the garlic butter and the.
I just meant like what? Because they have those like those bigger ones. Because they're like,
Are you talking about oysters or?
Yeah. Because whenever we order them, they're like, all right, that's the style. But then they're like, what kind do you want? Because they have like some that are like $4 per oyster, and you can have them done that way.
Yeah, no, I didn't. They didn't ask me that question. They just said, you want oysters? And I said, yes, Pearl and Horn. And they said, okay.
It's probably the local ones, because they have some that are up there by Maine or whatever.
Okay, yeah.
Really big ones.
Yeah, so interesting thing about that is in Vegas, they have, like I think it's called like New Brunswick oysters or Vancouver oysters or whatever. But anyway, they get them in Canada on the West Coast, and their oysters are not good. Like I don't like West Coast Canadian oysters. They taste very.
Well, once you have ours, they're
weird.
like ours are like sweet.
Yeah. These are ours are perfect. Those are weird.
It's gonna be a whole burp fest.
Yeah, it is good.
Which is good for me.
That's what you need. Yeah. I'm beginning to think it's the beard. It's not just Modelo.
Yeah,
last week was Modelo.
Yeah, it's
but yeah. So no, the oyster thing's interesting because I don't like West Coast, and so in a couple weeks, I can talk all day about oysters. So I don't like those, but I like East Coast and I like Gulf of Mexico. Mm-hmm. That's fine. And then obviously the oyster farms or whatever, because they're able to prevent the bacteria, whatever, like listeria that can happen. But another thing is in London in a couple of weeks we're going there. We're going to Italy and then London, and there's a bar in London for €65, so it's about $75-80 US dollars.
Okay.
All you can eat oysters.
Oh, wow.
I'm like, oh, yum it time.
Wow.
But no one is going with me that likes oysters because I doesn't like oysters. So I'm like, she's like, I'll go with you. I'm like, I don't want you to sit there and just watch me eat these sea boogers.
Oh, these are so good. Yeah, you got to try them.
Yeah, you got to try them. I'm sit there.
You need to go try them, though, just so you can compare.
Yeah.
Because you might not even like them.
I should, yeah. Oh, imagine paying $85 and you try one. You're like, I hate it. Like, that's an $85 oyster.
Dude, speaking of London, there's this guy, I forget, it was on a podcast or whatever. They dressed up for Halloween, and he had like this like baked beans hat on, and then he had like a big toast, and they're like, what are you supposed to be? And he's like, I'm from London. I'm like, what? And he's like, beans over toast or whatever the hell.
Jeez.
Oh my God, the way he said it, I was dying laughing the whole time. Like,
beans over toast. Jesus. Have you seen the guy on TikTok who he takes like suggestions in the comment section, and then whatever it is, he goes and gets one or gets whatever it is and then puts it under a microscope to see what's active.
I don't want to know.
Dude, he did an oyster.
Oh God.
Yeah. It's bad. And then I immediately went to the comment section because I'm like, hopefully someone in there is going to validate me for oysters and whatever. It was a raw one for what it's worth.
Yeah.
And you don't eat the raw ones.
No,
but,
hell no, I don't.
But people said, okay, and it's like, and then other people said, all right, I'm still going to eat them. So why'd you do this?
That's why we put hot sauce on it.
Yeah, And some other people said, that's why I put hot sauce and lemon juice on it. And it's like, that's fair.
Yeah. I mean, because, people eat like raw shrimp. Yeah, ceviche.
Yeah,
you know
ceviche,
what I mean?
yeah.
So it's like, all right. And
he did
sushi and everything.
He did do a shrimp vein. He took tweezers and pulled the vein out of the shrimp, and there was shit in that. I'm like, no way.
I would like to see him go to like Rock and Roll Sushi and they're
grab
raw.
something like that.
Yeah. And be like, yeah, exactly.
He did. I'm saying it might be a girl. I don't know. Anyway, they got a chicken wing from like a restaurant or whatever. They took it out of the to-go box, and it actually didn't have anything moving around.
I bet the one I ate from Chick-fil-A did today because I am dying right now.
See, if I had a microscope and I had the slides or whatever they're called, the plates or whatever they're called for the whatever, I would have a problem not swabbing every piece of food I have. So I'm glad I don't have a microscope.
Yeah.
And that was actually another comment under the oyster. It's like, well, good thing I don't have a microscope.
Yeah, I had one as a kid, man, and we lived by some woods, and there was like swampland, so I'd always go out there and like get swampy water and put in there, and you just see little things like jumping around, and
That's
it's like,
fun.
it's like that's exactly why you don't drink that water.
Yeah, in college, we got to do weird shit like that. Like, people would. We had a bunch of slides, so people would just like take boogers and stuff. And look at them. I was like, that's fun.
Well, I bet if you're like sick, and you swabbed it, like you're already testing for COVID.
Dude, yeah. Imagine having COVID and putting it on there. Dude, story time about that. This
there we go.
Bullshit.
Bring it.
So when I was in college, I took a microbiology class. And if you guys are going to college, 100% take a microbiology class, and you'll be terrified, and then you'll only want to buy antibacterial soap for the rest of your life. But anyway, I didn't have any friends in that class. And so I obviously didn't have a partner when it came time for everyone to partner up to do these microbiology swabs. So there was these culture discs, and we would swab different shit. So we'd either swab the handrail, a stair, or like a toilet seat or whatever.
Yeah.
And then one of them, it said, like, who hasn't, like, washed their hands going class to class? So then swab your hand. And then someone was to cough into the thing.
Oh, wow.
So I'm in this class, I'm like, pair me up with the honeys.
Yeah.
I didn't get paired up with the honeys, nor did I get paired up with anybody remotely normal. I got paired up with this bitch that looked like Mike Wazowski. And I was like, no way I get paired up with her. And she's like, do you want to cough in it?
I said, do I want a coffin?
I said, no, I'm not coughing in it. You can cough in it. And if you're going to do that, do it over there, because I don't want you coughing near me, because you look like I'm going to catch the Mike Wazowski.
Yeah. I'm going to get something I can't wash off.
Yeah. Oh, no. So she coughs like how Down syndrome people cough. Like, you know what I'm talking about?
I don't think I've ever seen a Down syndrome person cough.
No, I'm sure you have in the cooking videos that you watch.
None of them cough. The one guy with Theo Vaughn, they don't. The one guy that Theo Vaughn was on with, dude was like, it was blazing hot, and he's just like, dude, your receptors are down, man. Like,
that's not the only thing that's down.
Yeah, he's just like, eating it. He's like, this is good, and like wasn't even phasing him, man.
Yeah, his hopes were up, and
he never coughed though. That's a good. I want to. When we get done, I'm gonna Google it.
Anyway, I've seen them cough.
Not walk backwards either,
right? And she coughed like that, and there wasn't, to my knowledge, there wasn't anything wrong with her, because the microbiology class was very hard. So I'm not insulting their intelligence.
Yeah.
Now I feel like I need to walk this back.
Keep going.
All right. Yeah. I'm just digging. I need to give my shovel away. But she wasn't dumb. She just acted dumb, if that makes sense. Anyway, the way she coughed, she's just awkward. We're gonna call it that. Well, fast forward to the next day when we had that same lab, because we had to take microbiology class and then the lab. Mm-hmm. We went back after it was incubated, and they incubated at 98.7 degrees Fahrenheit, which is the body temperature, to see what bacteria would grow inside of a being with this culture that mimics the interior of, like, our bodies. Her dish looked at.
And who's the retard?
Yeah. her petri dish looked like she was breeding 17 different types of the Kung Flu. And I was like, you're a nasty bitch.
I wonder if she gave a little, you know what I mean? And then coughed out.
In between classes.
Some dude's babies are swimming on your disc.
Why is this culture alive? Yeah. Why is it halfway developed?
Yeah. You're going to regret being her partner in 9 months. She coughed on a disc and I got pregnant.
Yeah, I was like,
oh my God.
And when I saw that, I said, no way. She's like, I guess I'm sick.
Yeah.
Get away from me.
Yeah. I guess I have the flu. Oh, man. I wonder if she was like doing that, like trying to get like really hacking, you know what I mean?
I bet it was a social experiment to see how much of an asshole I was, and I think I passed the test because I didn't say shit. I was like, oh my God.
Did she pass the class?
Yeah. Oh. Everyone passed.
Oh.
The class was harder than shit, though. Like, I barely got a B. I got like an 80 or an 81 in that class.
I wonder what she does now.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
She films for Monsters, Inc.
Yeah.
On the laugh floor.
Yeah. Oh, man.
Oh, shit.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes you ever wonder, like, man, who you went to school with and how they turned out or whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh, I went to school with this guy that was in microbiology class. And, now he shoves his hand up a puppet's ass.
Yeah, dude.
Funny how the world works.
There was one time, there was this guy, I'm not going to drop his name, even though no one's going to find him, but it was this Vietnamese guy, and there was something wrong with him. But he was in nursing school.
What classes are you in?
Now I'm beginning to think I was in special college classes.
Landis, I got straight A's, exactly.
Yeah. Easiest coloring class I've ever taken.
Yeah, look at Low Chin over there, and he's just like, hey, you want to be my partner? Oh, hello.
Oh, shit. That's so funny. But anyway, so...
This is getting good.
Well, yeah. Lance's.
Yeah. One chick rolled in. What? She brought her own chair.
I see how this looks and sounds.
Yeah. Oh,
Okay,
man.
all right. Let's backtrack a little bit.
Yeah,
I'm having to
exactly.
backtrack a lot of shit right now.
Yeah.
Okay? I felt
Oh
like
man, all of our utensils say Play School on it. I just thought that was the brand.
I thought the Play-Doh was edible. It's not my fault. Imagine edible Play-Doh. That'd be the funniest shit. Non-toxic.
Yeah, exactly. Hey, that would be another one like at a school,
Yeah.
like a daycare. Oh, mother effer. Go there, dude. All those little snot-nosed kids, man. Oh, that place is crawling with the funk.
Yeah. And that's why you should send your kids to places like that to boost their immune system, and you're going to be good.
Dude, Bryce and Trent, when the very first day they went in, perfectly normal, came out drooling out their nose, man.
Dude,
I mean, instantly. But then
fast-acting flu.
within a week, dude, it's all cleared up. But every one of them's running around with snot coming out of their nose.
You want to taste my snot?
Yeah.
I can taste yours.
Yeah, exactly.
No way.
Taste my Play-Doh.
Okay.
Yeah.
I made it in the shape of a dick for you.
Yeah. Take the brown one. I'm making turds.
Okay.
I made poop.
I'll make pancakes.
Yeah. Exactly. Oh, man.
That's so bad. That's the voice we give the Play-Doh eaters.
Well, if they're eating Play-Doh, they're lucky
That's
they
their
have a voice.
voice. Yeah.
Most of them just grunt.
Like old GP Groom.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, man, that's fun.
Oh, shit. But, yeah, so there was this dude that was in our nursing class, like, odds nursing class, and it was our first clinical that we ever had, and it was at a nursing home. And of course, we didn't get to pick our partners because I would have picked Odd, obviously, but
Not me.
Fun.
I'm picking this guy.
Yeah, this guy is. He's hilarious, but he's socially awkward, and it was f***ing with me a lot.
Yeah.
And he didn't have any bedside manner. So, like, whenever we'd walk up to a patient, we'd be like, "Hey, how you doing? My name's Lance. This is his name, and we're going to be the nursing students that are helping you out today. And if you need anything, just let us know. And we're going to be doing this, and this, and we're planning out the day or whatever." So that's how you're supposed to say it.
Yeah. And then they're just like, what?
Yeah. And so then you got to say it 13 more times.
Yeah.
So you're basically painting the picture and telling them what their day is going to look like, and then you're going to guide them through this process. And then at lunchtime, the real nurse takes over, and then we come back afterwards.
Yeah.
We get this guy who's almost a quadriplegic. He can move, but in like jolts, So he's confined to a wheelchair. So we have to move him from the wheelchair to the bed to the wheelchair into a shower chair and give this man a shower.
Nope. I quit. I fail.
Let me tell you how screwed up a nursing home is, and you're never going to want to be in one.
Oh, I know, because we do their inspections, and dude,
It's awful.
My anxiety goes through the roof.
Yeah, and that's where a lot of elder abuse comes from, is from the nursing homes, because those nurses and techs and the CNAs and everyone else, they're underpaid and overworked, and they don't give a shit. Like, why are you going to give a shit about wiping someone else's ass for $10, $15 an
When
hour?
you finish your story, I got one about Creekside Village, and then it's going to be how I would want to be and you would want to be when we're that old.
Oh,
so,
shit. Okay.
This guy was
Sweet.
awesome.
Sweet. So this guy that I'm partnered up with, because I'm trying to be as normal as possible, trying to maintain this man's dignity, because like if you're in that state, the last thing you want is just to be wheeled through the halls butt ass naked. And that's what this guy was trying to do. I'm like, dude, leave him in his shit, have him covered up, and then let him get to his capability of undressing himself. And then when he's like, I need assistance with this part, that's when we step in.
Yeah.
I promote independence. You're going to be as independent as you possibly can up until the moment you have no functionality of your arms and legs.
Yeah.
And I live my life like that all the time. I'm like, look, independence. If you can't do it, figure it out. If you can't figure it out, then I'll step in and help. Anyway, so we get to this point where we have this guy in the shower. We are in the shower with him fully clothed, though.
Yeah.
So we're just dodging the water. And I'm instructing him on what to do, because I don't even think he knows how to take a shower properly.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, look, ask him, like, before you touch him, obviously, like where he can and cannot get with his rag.
Show me on the doll where the bad man touched you.
And he has a washcloth in his hand like this, and he leans over and says to the guy, "I'm going to wash your butt now." And I said, oh.
God.
And thank God he did, because we brought like 5 or 6 washcloths and 4 or 5 towels or whatever. And this is where the abuse comes in. Yeah. The nurse that he was assigned to did not wipe him properly, so my partner's sitting there wiping shit out of his ass.
No, see, I'm going to an AutoZone and I'm getting a scrub brush like you're washing a car, and I'm outside the shower and I'm just hosing them off. Like someone's squirting them with a water hose and I'm just giving them a bath.
Yeah, see, and I was like, thank freaking God you did that, because I did not want that.
No, hell no.
And yeah, that was sad,
dude.
And it took so long. It's not worth it. Don't do nursing school. It's not worth it.
So we went to Creekside Village, and there's like 7 buildings, and they have their own little individual rooms, and it's a assisted living. Mm-hmm. This old man had me dying laughing. Mm-hmm. So me and my buddy Suarez, we go in there. We had to repair the sprinkler system. It had a leak. Suarez is up on the ladder, and I'm getting the tools and everything ready down here and material. And I look down the hallway. Cousin's coming down the hallway. Butt naked. Oh. And here he comes. He's walking. And here he comes. He comes into the living room. And one of the ladies, she was cooking him lunch. And she looks, and I forget his name. Just say like Steve. Like, Steve, what are you doing? He's like, who's going to suck my dick? And dude, and I start dying laughing. And Swartz is like, what are you laughing at? I was like, look. And he turns around. This guy's just standing there in the living room by the TV. And now, like, no one can watch TV. And he's standing there butt naked. And the lady's like, go back to your room and go put your pants on. He's like, you going to come suck my dick? And she's like, get in there and put your pants on.
Way.
Dude goes in there. He puts his pants on backwards. He comes back down the hallway. I'm rolling, dude. I cannot stop laughing. His pockets are on the front. He turns around and goes, who's going to zip me up? And, dude, I was dying laughing. I could not stop freaking laughing. And then he just is like, she's like, you got to take those off. He's like, yeah, I do. Like, he did it on purpose, you know? So she's like, come here. Takes his pants off, put them on normal, you know. She's like, sit down on the couch. He just sits back. He's like, you going to come over here? And that was like his mentality was just like, who's going to do it? Yeah. You know, but he just did not care, man. He was this old man. He was just like, someone just touch it, you know. But, dude, he put his pants on backwards, and that's when I really lost it. I was like, it was already funny when he came down butt naked, and that's what he had to say in front of everybody in the living room. And then he came back with his pants on back. Who's going to zip me up? She's like, let me take him off. He's like, oh, yeah.
That needs to be in a movie. I don't give a shit. Someone needs to put that in a movie.
Oh, so man. Good. They're like, he does it all the time. I'm like, yeah. They're like, because they're so, I'm like, how can y'all work? He's like, he does it all the time.
Dude, seriously. I would die laughing immediately. Like,
yeah, I was like, well, it's new to me, and I thought it was hilarious. I know this is, you know, not politically correct, but I think it's funnier than hell. And the lady's like, oh, yeah, me too. You know, for the first 50 times he did it. Like, but every day, that's what he does when he comes down here.
Imagine you're just trying to watch TV, like you're normal, but you're just like, oh,
yeah, and none of them were surprised. They all just kind of looked over and like, whatever. I'm like, no one's laughing at, like, this is the best thing I've seen ever. And you know,
who's gonna suck my dick?
Yeah, he just walks in there and is like, what are you doing? I was dying laughing. Swear's like, what are you laughing at? Because he's like changing out the sprinkler head like that. I'm like, look, motherfucker. Oh, this guy's just,
oh, God.
They're bearing it all.
There was this lady who was 40 years old, but she mentally wasn't all there. And she was actually... class? Yeah. Yes. No, she was a patient in the hospital, and she didn't have any disability that prevented her from getting up and moving. I think I've told you the story, but she was a patient of another student that I was partnered with. So we took turns being like the charge nurse, like going around to different rooms to like see if anyone needed help.
Yeah.
So every week it would rotate. And that week I was the helper, so I'd go around and I got to see all the patients. And they sent me into a guy's room that had tuberculosis, and I wasn't properly fitted for an N95 respirator. And then afterwards, the instructor came up to me and said, the nurse manager just said that you went into room whatever, and that guy has tuberculosis.
Did they have to like test you and stuff after
No.
that?
They didn't give a shit. And I said, yeah, they told me just to put an N95 on because there's different sizes, but you have to be properly fitted. And if not, there's a whole like legality thing of it.
Yeah.
I'm sure the nurse manager chewed out the nurse that I was assigned to and was like, how effing dare you send him into that room as a student, first of all, unattended, and he's not properly fitted for N95.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm sure she got her ass chewed out. But anyway, there was this lady, she was like in her, she was 40, exactly 40.
Yeah.
And when I went and checked on this other student, she said, I need your help. I said, okay, like what's going on? She's like, she's not like verbal, like she's not communicating with me, and I think she may have like gone to the bathroom in the bed. And I said, okay, well we'll get the necessary equipment and we'll get after it.
Yep, time to put her down. You know what I mean?
we'll get the euthanasian drugs.
Exactly. Exactly.
So
treat her like a horse.
That's it. So we went and got all the stuff. And she's holding her blanket up like this.
Oh, yeah, no.
Like, this is her sheet, and it goes all the way down, like, to her body. And she's holding it like this.
So she knows what she did.
She knows exactly what she did.
I made a number 2. It's really bad.
It's rough. And there's a bedside toilet next to the bed. She can get up. I don't know what her ailment was, but there was a bedside toilet, and then there was a toilet, like, her bed was right where the couch is.
Yeah.
The bathroom, right there.
Yeah. Maybe it hit her, man.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty sure you could feel this coming. So she's holding her sheet up like this, and I said, "Hey, my name's Lance. I'm here to assist in cleaning you up and getting you back to baseline here. So let's see what we're working with." And she's like, "Uh-uh." I'm like, "Oh, well, come on." Like, I mean, it's either sit in it or let me help you. She chose let me help you. I pull the sheet back, rhinoceros amount of shit. If you've seen Jurassic Park, you know how big dinosaur shit is.
Yeah.
That's the shit that she shit out of her ass, up through her front butt, and across her, over her thighs.
Yeah. I quit. Nope.
It filled up a trash can. And I'm like, how the f*** did that come out of you?
Yeah.
And why did you not turn over and rotate and sit on the bedside toilet? No way.
Or just fire it all off the bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so this is the funniest thing. The nurse, the legit employed by the hospital nurse said she is not like ambulatory. Like she can't move. Like she doesn't walk. And I said, I don't believe that because I saw her move her legs several times.
Yeah.
And then I said, hey, do you mind? Like after I didn't do this. I said to because the chick who was assigned to her said, I don't want to clean that up. I said, well, I mean, you're patient. So.
Yeah.
And technically, if you leave, that's patient abandonment and that's illegal. So, so she was like, oh, no, Lance, please help me. I was like, no, I'll be there for moral support and I'll help you after the fact.
You're doing a good job.
You got to do that.
Yeah.
She literally gloved up, put on the PPF, put another pair of gloves, and scooped shit out of this woman's front cooter and put it in the trash can. Then she's like, do you mind standing up? And the girl's like, yeah, okay. Stands up like a miracle of God.
Yeah,
like this bitch automatically could stand up. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
And then the chick had to wipe her ass, and she is perfectly capable of doing it. I'm like, welcome to the club.
Walk over there to the shower. Right?
We're going to hose you down.
We're going to get you a new bed. This one's going to the dumpster. Right? We're going to burn this one. All right?
And just to put that into another perspective, the hospital sheets are thin as shit. So you know there's fecal residue on that mattress.
Oh yeah.
And then they just wipe it down with the sanitizing cloth and on to the next one. It's like awful. Awful.
Yeah.
Anyway, that's enough about nursing school. I don't know why we did all that. But anyway.
We're talking about poo or something.
Yeah.
And that just went down a shithole.
Dude, yeah, I have nursing school stories for days. That's so fun.
Yeah.
It wasn't fun. It was absolutely AIDS and probably one of the worst things I've ever done. So don't do it.
Yeah, don't do that. And let's say the old folks home, though, they say those are basically like legal whorehouses.
Yeah.
Yeah, those people get around, cousin. I mean, it's like Bob's with Sue, Sue's with Steve, Steve's with Beth. You know, it's all over the place.
Yeah, yeah. And, yeah.
They're there to live out their best life and shit all over each other. God bless them. Let's do some sports. Let's get off that topic.
Let's see. Oh, one thing I wanted to show you before we get on to sports. Let's see.
Sports with a brand new beer. Yeah. Brought to you by Yingling.
All right, so I got this thing. I'm going to put a picture of it right here. Mostly because I want you guys to just bombard this number with all types of. Damn.
Okay. He blows it away.
Yeah.
What'd you eat?
Where do we? Oh, we had Cactus Cantina.
Oh yeah, that was.
We went to the one downtown. Have you been to that one yet?
Didn't they move locations?
Yeah, they moved it to the old Outback across from McGuire's.
Yeah, I haven't went to that one yet.
Yeah, it's okay. It looks like Outback, but with Mexican stuff all over it.
Yeah, I used to like their fajita nachos.
Okay, yeah. Their cactus margs are the tits, but lately the mix is off. I think since they relocated, they're screwing around with the bullshit. Anyway,
I used to get their jalapeno ones, but
yeah.
Not anymore.
Their Mexican street corn guacamole is the tits. It's got caramelized onions in it.
Oh, yeah.
It's got corn and cojita cheese. It's yummy. Holy the shit, they yummy. Anyway, there's this number, 239-748-1767. Text them and say, Shibi, and Trip 2024. Anyway, it says, hey, Lance, this is Jen, volunteering with the Harris Waltz Florida team. Have you seen this clip from a Fox News host explaining to J.D. Vance that Trump's economic plan immediately add thousands of dollars in costs for Americans every year and potentially cause a major economic downturn? And I said, yeah, but Harris' plan would add billions, if not trillions, to the national debt and ultimately lead to catastrophic impacts to the middle class. So Trump 2024 should be.
Nice. There you go. Blow them up. Yeah.
All right, Foosy Ball. Which, by the way, screw the Jets.
Oh, come on, man. They're coming back.
I had money on the Texans.
Sorry. Just like you had. Well, you didn't have money on the Yankees, did you?
No, I did $2.
Fun how they just completely shit the bed in the fifth inning.
Oh, okay. And then going to sports. Hold on, I got some Freddie Freeman
Or was
shit.
it? I forget what. They scored 5 runs in the 8th, I think is what it was, or whatever.
Yeah. It was something Tartar Binks.
Yeah.
But
congratulations, Dodgers. You did it. You beat them.
Mm-hmm.
Really fast.
Let's see. I gotta find my save shit. Where's my save shit? There it is. But so the last podcast, the podcast that you guys have just watched last week, in that one, I said that I wanted to put money on the Dodgers to win the whole thing because I thought that the Yankees were going to screw it up. Because watching the Dodgers verse whoever they versed in the playoffs, and then watching the Yankees play whoever they played in the playoffs, the Yankees look like shit. And
Judge didn't do nothing but hit 1 home run.
Yeah,
they're leaning on him bad, and he just. Some call him the Dak Prescott of baseball.
Yeah. So, Yankees shit the bed, Dodgers win, and then we're watching it. I think right after that podcast was game 1.
Yeah.
And then we went to eat, and then we came back here, and then we were sitting on the back porch, and I watched the game go on or whatever.
Yeah.
And then Freddie Freeman gets up and hits a grand slam, and I said, holy shit, that's the tits. And I didn't know anything about Freddie Freeman. I didn't know who he was as a player, who
Everyone
he was
knows
as a
who
person.
he is now because of MVP.
And did you know that his mom died of cancer? And like a little bit after that, his dad had a medical emergency.
Oh, wow.
And then he made a promise to Freddie that he was going to change his lifestyle. I'm assuming, based off of like the context of the situation, that he had like a heart attack or something, and then he needed to change his lifestyle, like either quit drinking, quit smoking, quit eating like shit, eat better, whatever it is. That's what I'm assuming. And then he made Freddie a promise and said, look, I want to see you play baseball. I want to see you do this, that, and the other. Go forth, prosper. I'm going to support you. Mom died of cancer or whatever, and then this happened. So Freddie was like, oh, yeah. And then the other night, I think it was Tuesday night, if I'm not mistaken, they were doing like, who they support or whatever for cancer or whatever, and obviously Freddie's going to hold up his mom's name or whatever, so that's cool.
Yeah.
But then I did not know that Freddie Freeman's son randomly got diagnosed with Guillain-Barré syndrome, so Lou Gehrig's disease.
Yeah.
And I saw this on ESPN yesterday, and there's a multitude of different screenshots, and if you guys want to check it out, you can go to ESPN's Instagram page, or I can post it. And Freddie Freeman says, I would gladly strike out with the bases loaded in the bottom of the ninth inning in a Game 7 of the World Series 300 million times in a row than to see that again. But he's on his way. It's going to be a long road. And he said on July 22nd, his son, Max, woke up with a slight limp, and by nighttime, he was unable to walk. And so then Max went into full paralysis 4 days later, prompting Freddie to rush home from a series in Houston. And Max was diagnosed with Guillain-Barré syndrome, and it's a condition in which the body's immune system attacks its nerves.
Damn.
And then Max spent 8 days in a pediatric intensive care unit before being discharged. This all happened this year.
Wow.
And if you're not a Freddie fan at the start of this, you're going to be a Freddie fan by the end of this. And it says Max entered physical therapy after, but Freeman said his son had to learn how to pretty much do everything. And he says, a lot of us parents, to see one of your kids on a ventilator fighting, it was hard.
Yeah.
And I can't tell you how good that felt to be able to hold my son again. And he says Max is doing well, isn't expected to make a full recovery, and yummy, yummy good time. Then 22 hours ago, same yesterday, it says Freddie Freeman overcame multiple injuries during the Dodgers World Series run. So he loses mom to cancer. He almost lost his dad. And his son gets diagnosed with Guillain-Barré syndrome. Blood hits a grand slam witch, and then decided to hit more home runs in every single World Series game, except for like the last one or whatever. Yeah. But it says that he overcame multiple injuries, and he says 2 days before the Dodgers postseason began, Freeman felt a twinge in his rib cage when he took a swing during a simulated game. It says, a day later, after declaring himself ready to play despite a sprained right ankle he suffered a week prior, Freeman took practice swings for a live batting practice session. After 13 swings, he felt a jolt through his arm and crumpled to the ground, and an MRI later revealed a broken costal cartilage in his sixth rib, which is a pain in the ass because I just bruised my ribs, and that was a bitch. Yeah. This man fracturing the intercostal cartilage is insane. But anyway, so it's an injury that typically sidelines the players for months. And then Freeman's father advised him to stop playing and said, look, consider your rib injury and like just come on. He says the rib and ankle injury soreness will last until the middle of August. But he's like, no, I'm going to keep playing. So they then interviewed his dad, and he says, I actually told him to stop. I said, Freddie, this is not worth it. I know your love of baseball, but it's not worth it. Whatever you're going through, don't worry about it. And he says, he looked at me and he was like, Dad, you're crazy. I'm never going to stop. I was like, shit. And so he says, not only did Freeman not stop, he led the Dodgers to their 8th title in franchise history and was named the MVP. And Freddie, in one of his speeches, said, I gave myself to the game, to the field. I did everything I could to get onto the field. And that's why this is really, really sweet. To end it with a championship makes all the trying times before games, what I put myself through to get on the field, worth it.
There you go.
And that to me is like, it's so, that's someone who is just getting kicked. And as they're getting kicked, they're still fighting. They get up, and then they beat the other person's ass. So it's like a Rocky Balboa story type shit or whatever. So I think that's really cool. I'm a huge Freddie fan, even though he screwed up the Yankees from winning the World Series, but the Yankees lost it for themselves too. Yeah. So the Dodgers made me several really $100 because I kept putting money on the Dodgers to win because I wanted the Yankees to win. And
there you go.
So I ended up winning money, so I was really happy about that. Anyway, so Freddie Freeman, he's MVP. He's the tits. I like him. He's cool.
There you go.
Fuck yeah. All right, football.
Football time.
All right. Let's see here.
Bet on Georgia tomorrow, so then the Gators will win.
I should make that bet before anything else.
Let's see. NFL. And then go ahead and bet on them Falcons.
Yeah, I'll say that's the first one up. Dallas at Atlanta. Atlanta 3.5-point favorite. And Logan might be at that game.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Atlanta.
Alrighty,
my favorite new team.
Denver at Baltimore. Baltimore is a 9.5-point favorite.
Oh, Baltimore's going to get them, dude. I don't know if they're going to beat them by that, but Baltimore's got to show out after last week.
I would almost rather take Denver 9.5 spread.
Yeah,
but I can also see Baltimore doing basically what the Jets did to the Texans last night and score a last-minute touchdown
after letting Jameis Winston just Baltimore. There you go. So Falcons, Baltimore,
and then Chargers at Cleveland. Chargers are a 1.5-point favorite on the road to the Browns. Let's take the Browns to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I don't think Jameis does it, man. I think last weekend was good, but
you think Herbert's going to get them?
Yeah, I'll go Chargers.
Okay. Vegas in Cincinnati. Cincinnati's a 7-point favorite.
Let's go Cincinnati.
I can see Vegas actually winning that.
Like an upset alert.
I think that's going to be a parlay killer.
Yeah.
Or if not that one, definitely this one.
Yeah. I'm not doing the points, just straight up, but yeah.
Yeah. Miami at Buffalo. I think Miami's going to come back to Buffalo from that Thursday night game and show out in Buffalo.
I'm going to go Miami, man. I like a good underdog.
Yeah. But Buffalo is a 6-point favorite. With Tua missing a
let's roll with Miami. Why not?
New England at Tennessee. Tennessee is a 3.5-point favorite out.
God, that's a battle of who sucks the worst.
Yeah. There's going to be a big bag of dicks, and whoever can get through them the first.
Yeah, exactly. Just go Tennessee. Why not?
All right.
Let's see what happens.
Home field advantage. Yeah. Going to get them. New Orleans at Carolina. You got the fart up his mouth, and you got Bryce.
Yeah, I'm going to go Saints. Dude, they're about to get rid of Bryce Young.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, where's he going to go? The XFL?
No. They were, who just had quarterback?
Back to Little League so he can grow up.
They had quarterback issues. Oh, what team is it? Damn it. And they were talking about trading it just so they can get, Carolina can get better draft picks.
Was it the Browns? No, it's not the Browns.
No. It wasn't the Browns.
Giants?
No. I'd have to look it up, man.
Or Colts?
No, it's not the Colts. Although, I don't know. Let me see here. It was in the talks. Keep going. I'll look it up.
Yeah, I was about to say it's either or maybe Tennessee because head's dog shit.
Yeah,
whoever the quarterback for what's his name?
Will Levis.
Yeah, he's dookie or New England. But next up, after the Saints at Carolina, we got the Washington Redskins at the Giants, and the Redskins are favored by 4.
Yeah, Redskins.
Bears at Cardinals. Cardinals are a 1.5-point favorite. Damn, I think
Bears.
Yeah.
They have something to prove after last weekend.
Yeah. Jacksonville at Philadelphia. Philadelphia is a 7.5-point favorite. I think Saquon's going to run all over Jacksonville.
Yeah. Yep. Get them.
This is going to be an interesting game. Detroit Lions at Green Bay. Detroit's a 2.5-point favorite. God. At Green Bay, too. That's interesting.
Yeah. I'm going to go Detroit. Why not?
Okay.
Let this keep it going.
Yeah. This is going to be an interesting game to watch. The battle of the middle class. The Rams at the Seahawks. The Rams are a 1-point favorite.
If the Seahawks keep playing like they did against Atlanta, I'm going to go Seahawks.
At home, too. And they're only one. Yeah, I like that. Colts at Minnesota. Minnesota's a 5.5-point favorite at home.
Minnesota.
And then we get the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at the Kansas City Chiefs. Wow. And the Chiefs are 9.5-point favorite.
Yeah, I don't see the Chiefs losing to them.
Yeah. Where is it? Let's see. Oh, watch parlay. All right, $20 pays $11,800.
I'll have to look up a thing. I don't see it right now. I'll have to look it up. Probably at dinner. I'll probably find it by then.
What was that bet that I said I needed to make at the
Georgia, Florida.
Yeah.
Bet on Georgia, and if Florida wins, great.
That's right. I want to know the odds. Let's see.
Georgia by like 14.
Yeah.
21. Somewhere or another.
Duke at Miami. Miami's a 20-point favorite.
Yeah, I'm going to go Miami.
Florida,
I don't know if they're
Georgia.
going to beat them by that, but I just got Miami.
Damn, Georgia's a 15-point favorite. Imagine Florida wins. That would be yummy. That would be so yummy.
Yeah, buddy. I hope so.
Dude, I'd be like, fuck you. Because I bet on Georgia, Florida's gonna win. I'm gonna be dressed up like a gator tomorrow.
Yeah, I couldn't imagine. Oh man, that's gonna be good.
That would be such a girthy win.
Yeah, they play at 2:30 also. So it's
Yeah,
that midday game.
dude,
It's gonna be good.
Do you think it's gonna be over or under 52? Under?
No, I think it'll be over.
Yeah, it's got to be over if they're gonna be.
Yeah, Georgia's gonna freaking
I'm gonna put some more money
kill
on
them.
that.
Georgia's gonna score 41 by
No,
themselves.
they're not. Florida's gonna score 41. Watch it be a battle of field goals, and then Florida, boom, last minute. College games
Could
don't
be.
do that. College games don't do that.
Could be.
Arizona at UCF. UCF 6-point favorite.
I can see UCF taking them.
I'm gonna make it
Old Central Florida.
just another. I'm gonna make a 3-game parlay.
Yeah, why not?
All right.
Got our bets in.
Yeah, all right, we're locked, loaded, and ready to ship you. So, if you guys have any parlay picks or anything, put it down in the comment section. While you're down there, go and smash the thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Good. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, oh, did you have anything else?
No.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
Oh, beehive, baby.